see if it's working. I have I already have one subscriber sending me kisses. Let's see if it's just send here. Oh, it's looking that direction. Let me fix this thing. Yeah. Hi Rakesh, welcome to this live stream. It's a lazy Sunday. Uh, from which state are you from, or are you already from Kazakhstan? And also, please can you let me know if you can hear me because I'm using a microphone. So I want to see if you can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know in the chat section. Okay, thumbs up. Hottest place in Russia. I'm not sure which is hottest place in Russia because I think most cities in Russia are cold, and I live in Kazakhstan. If you ask me in Kazakhstan, I would say Aktubay is the coldest place in Kazakhstan. Russia, I'm not sure about Russia because I have not been there. I just watch videos from YouTube. If you can share me the coldest place in hottest place in Russia, it will fine. In Kazakhstan, I think hottest place will be Shymkent. Shymkent is very hot. I have heard people saying that in Kazakhstan, Shymkent is very hot. Russia, I feel like most of the places are very cold. Even if it's hot, it's gonna be um, Moscow. I have no idea. Shoot video. What application do you use for video editor? For video editing, I use Sony Vegas. I use Sony Vegas because I when I was in college, I sometimes made very small documentaries or very small interesting videos. So that time I was young, had a lot of free time, so I used Sony Vegas to I studied Sony Vegas app myself. I installed and I started clicking here and there, studied all the functionalities myself. It's been almost 10 years now. For 10 years, I'm using Sony Vegas Pro to edit my application, my videos. Mechanical jobs in Kazakhstan. Most of the most popular jobs in Kazakhstan at the moment is teaching jobs, and even teaching jobs are also difficult to get now. When I came to Kazakhstan, there were a lot of teaching jobs. I'm not saying English teaching jobs, teaching in universities and schools, but now they changed the rules. You cannot just come even if you have a BTech degree or a master's degree. You need to get teaching qualification and lot of years of experience. And about mechanical job, there are a lot of oil and gas companies in Atrao and different cities. So, but still, it's difficult to apply to those companies directly. If you can find information about international companies working in Kazakhstan, you can get the list, and it's better to apply on those companies. People who work with mechanical job experience coming to Kazakhstan, those people worked in those international companies and they come to Kazakhstan to work here. But it's very difficult to apply for mechanical jobs in Kazakhstan. A question for Rakesh. Are you currently in Kazakhstan, or are you planning to come to Kazakhstan? We have four people watching this live stream. So if you have any questions, you can post and I will try to answer to the best I can. So personally, for me, I had 15 days holidays. So in Kazakhstan, New Year is a very important, I can't say event, let's say event. So people usually get 1 week holidays. International teachers, they usually get 15 to 16 days of holidays. And it's almost January 5th. I'm still in my holiday. I'm going to start my work tomorrow. um, Teaching job is much more interesting to do because of less working load. But at the moment, Kazakhstan usually denies visa for people who, at least people need to have at least 5 to 6 years of teaching experience to come to Kazakhstan. And Kazakhstan is different from other countries because let's say Dubai or any developing or developed countries, you can go to that country, stay there for some time, and then look for a job. But Kazakhstan is different. Kazakhstan really limits how many people can come to um, Kazakhstan. So you need to apply for the job outside Kazakhstan. You need to get the visa documents while staying outside Kazakhstan. Apply for the visa outside Kazakhstan, which makes the process very, very difficult. Hi, Roxana. Um, Welcome back. I hope you made plans to visit Kerala. I think it's rainy season now. So if you're planning to visit, it's going to be interesting. My plans for 2020, I don't have a lot of plans. I stopped making plans. I stopped making plans for every year. Things just come. And if uh, if if I have a good plan, maybe to do stuff that makes me more happy, and a job is fine, life is fine. Maybe spend more time with family, spend more time going to India, improve my relationship with parents, and those are the things I'm looking forward to. We have four viewers now. I want you guys to tell me what plans do you have for 2020? Anything with work or with life? Maybe traveling more. Rakesh, visiting Kazakhstan online now to visit Kazakhstan, but searching for jobs, as I said before, it's almost impossible to search for jobs in Kazakhstan. While staying in Kazakhstan, it's better to apply for international jobs in international companies and then apply for the visa. Visa process, I think it takes a long time when you apply for a job in Kazakhstan because it goes to different ministries. For example, for teachers, if they want to teach, usually work permit takes around 5 to 6 months because the documents needs to be approved by Education Ministry, Foreign Ministry, Labor Ministry, and it takes a lot of time to get work permit. Rakesh, I have a question for you. Why do you want to visit Kazakhstan? Because as I know, most Indians, Kazakhstan is not their first priority. My father is working in Dubai. He's working in Dubai for almost 30, 40 years now. So most Indians, I know the mentality. They want to go to Dubai, Middle East, US, Canada, UK, Australia. What is the main reason for looking for job in Kazakhstan? Also, the spelling of Kazakhstan is wrong. It's a K-A-Z-A. Hi, Jaber Ayub. Hello from Kazakhstan. I'm happy to see subscribers from Dubai. Um, what do you do in Dubai? Do you work or are you studying? I want to visit Dubai because I personally I like cold climate. That's why I stay in Kazakhstan. Usually people ask me what is the main reason for you to stay in Kazakhstan, and when I say I like the weather, I like the climate because it's very freezing, people are like, why? So because it's been almost 6 7 years in Kazakhstan, I want to visit Dubai. Um, uh, my wife is Kazakh. Oh, that's good. My wife is also Kazakh, and if you can, don't message your personal information here. You can contact me in my channel. Maybe we can have a chat. I have put my, I think, Facebook somewhere. You can send me a request. We can have a chat. I always like to communicate with families with from mixed It's not race, mixed what? Mixed nationalities. I grew up in Dubai. I don't know if you know the school I studied in our own English high school, uh, our own English boys high school. I studied there for my school education. Uh, Ayub, if you come to Kazakhstan, you like cold. It's much more interesting to live here. I mean, because when before coming to Kazakhstan, everybody, you can ask your wife, like, before coming to Kazakhstan, people are saying like it's too cold, it's too freezing, -20, -25. But once you come, you will enjoy the climate. It keeps your stress level down. It makes you relaxed. Uh, Dubai heat is too much hot. I'm coming from Kerala. Kerala is the south part of India and it's very hot there. And if you live in Dubai, I'm sure you have many friends from Kerala who speaks Malayalam. And in Kerala, because it's near to the equator, it's always hot there. So the coldest climate will be, coldest temperature will be plus 25, 26 degrees Celsius, and hot is like plus 35. So we have only one season that's very hot all the time. Hi, Mr. Imran. Thank you very much. I'm doing well. I'm from Bangladesh, now in Almaty. Interesting. In Almaty, what kind of work are you doing? Are you a teacher or are you doing some kind of business? Rajesh Kumar, because where is the best environment? Best environment? I mean, the Europe, Italy, France, Austria, they have mountains, they have good environment there. Yes, it's going to be expensive there. So if you want to have a relaxed life, cold weather, beautiful people, a lot of adventures to do in Kazakhstan, then Kazakhstan is a good place. I am doing martial arts trainer. Wow, that's very interesting. Um, do you wanna come to Kazakhstan and maybe open a branch? Martial arts training, it's not so popular. Kazakhstan always goes through some trends. First, it was bachata dancing. Everybody was doing bachata for fitness, for dancing. Then people started doing. Then we had a marathon. Everybody started doing running, marathon, all those things. Then Kazakhstan opened a lot of open gyms in the parks. So everybody started doing that for a year. Now it's popular as sky jumping. Sky jumping is like not from the sky, but they have this gym where they have this small trampoline and people start jumping to for the fitness. So maybe you can bring some of your martial arts training and open a branch in Almaty or Astana, because one thing I know about Kazakhstan is people always always like to try new stuff in Kazakhstan. They want to experience new things, so probably it's a business idea for you, and your wife can help you with the language barrier and everything. Um, I'm living in Seme city where it's -40, and I'm from Hyderabad. Um, Worth Duck, interesting city. Seme, I think the popular poet Abai. He was born in Seme. I'm not sure. -40. Congratulations, it's worse than Aktobe. In Aktobe it goes to -30, 35, but it's very, very windy. I mean, like, I have heard heavy wind, but in Aktobe it usually picks you up from the street. That's that much windy. Uh, what are you doing in Seme? Are you a teacher or are you working for an international company? Are you thinking to move to Kazakhstan in future? I'm sure you know the positive and negative of permanently moving to Kazakhstan, because at the moment it's very difficult to get a residence visa, even if you are married. The problem was a lot of the people who are living in surrounding Kazakhstan countries, they came to Kazakhstan to get this residence visa. So the country made it very difficult for people to get resident visa in Kazakhstan. Give some recommendation about visiting Almaty. Which place would be better for now? Almaty is the best place to visit now because it's cold. If you if you like to learn skiing, Almaty is the best place. And if you search my channel, I have shared a lot of activities that I did in Almaty. I went to Almaty like 6 months ago, not 5 months ago, and I stayed there for 2 weeks. I visited many places, many hotels, many activities. I tried to record all of them. The thing to keep in mind is, since you're living in Seme, and if you're going to Almaty, you'll feel like everything is super expensive because Almaty is an expensive city. And in Aktobe, you can buy a whole chocolate cake for 2000 chinge, the whole cake in Aktobe. But if you go to Almaty, you can buy like a small piece of cake, small portion of the cake for 2000 chinge. So very, very expensive. There are a lot of information in internet. You can you can just search top activities to do in Almaty. And if you search my channel also, you can get a lot of information about what to do in Almaty. Seme, Ragesh, thank you, sir. You're always welcome, Ragesh. If you have any questions regarding visa or regarding job, please make sure to comment. I saw some videos where people are saying that they are being scammed for taking money. There are a lot of agencies in India that shows like, we need mechanical engineer for oil and gas, we need mechanical engineering for construction company, and they pay money and they're getting scammed. So please make sure you don't get scammed by agencies or brokers in India. Seme is the city where my wife is born. Interesting. So you live in Dubai, wife is from Kazakhstan. So I would like to know, how did you meet your wife? Maybe you can write here. I'm a medical student, undergraduate. I'm a medical student, undergraduate studying in Seme Medical University. That's very good. DAC, Seme Medical University is a good one. I have seen a lot of students graduating from there. In October, I made some interviews with students um, who are studying in October medical universities. Some of them graduated. How are the medical colleges in Kazakhstan? Basilbad. Basilbad, it depends. You know, you need to do your own research. There are good medical universities. There are bad medical universities. There are medical universities that teach in English very well. There are medical universities, they say they will teach in English, but when the class starts, everything's in Russian. It's going to be a problem. So I have interviewed some students who do medical, MBBS in Kazakhstan in my channel. You can visit those videos. You can comment below those videos, and the medical students always try to respond and help you. Uh, Universities in Almaty and Astana, they are the best. I would say best in Kazakhstan, because the quality of life is good in those cities, and most of the lessons are in English. But if you're studying in cities that are very far away from the capital, it's going to be a difficulty. It's better to check testimonials or reviews of students who are already studying in Kazakhstan. Never trust your agent who gives you admission to MBBS in Kazakhstan. We met here in Dubai, and I went to Kazakhstan. I met her family, and the history starts. Yep. Did you get married in Kazakhstan, or did you get married in Dubai? And also, um, what was the response? Parents' response? I'm sure it was a difficult one, because I also have personal experience in this thing. Parents are happy. They ask a lot of questions. They just want to make sure that we can provide good life and support for the family. Oh, we have 6 people watching now. The main reason I started to do a live stream in the main reason I started to do live stream on Sunday is people are free. It's a lazy Sunday. Maybe you can ask me questions. I want to talk with you. If somebody can speak in Russian in the chat, I can also try to practice my Russian. Я тоже хочу чуть-чуть practice мой русский язык. Uh, could you please tell me, is it possible to exchange student visa? No, you cannot exchange student visa to business visa. It's completely different. If you're currently in Kazakhstan in student visa, so there are two things. So if you have a student visa in Kazakhstan and if it's completely finished, it's okay. You can go back to India and you can apply for a new business visa and come back to Kazakhstan. But if you have a student visa and you want to cut in the middle, you need to apply for an exit visa. So you apply for an exit visa that cancels your student's visa and you get a new visa called exit visa, and you have 14 or 15 days to leave the country, and then you can immediately apply for a business visa. Because if you, let's say if you have 1 year of student visa, if you finish the whole 1 year, then it's okay, then apply for a fresh new business visa. But if you have 1 year of student visa and you want to cut in middle and then come immediately, you need to apply for this exit visa. Otherwise it's got your visa, your business visa is going to be rejected. You cannot have two visa in parallel. The Al Farabi Kazakh National University, I think it's Khas Khasandu or Kasgu, I think Kasgu University. There are a lot of students studying there. There are international faculties in that university, and I'm not sure what to say. Because I have not studied in the universities. I've seen good reviews from these universities. Some years it goes up, some years go down. So anyway, one thing I can promise is they're not going to steal your money and run away, because it's 100% government university. So government university, you can trust them. They're not going to take your money and get scammed. The only thing is the quality of teaching and the language of teaching. Здравствуйте, так. Я думаю, если ты учился in university, какой язык преподаватель teaching? Is it in русский или английский? Kasgu, yeah. So the two big universities, Kasgu and Kasandu. So in Kazakhstan, universities have a long name. It's like medical university named after something. For example, here in Aktabe, usually for us it's Aktabe universities, but in Kazakhstan they say medical university named after Osmanov. Same thing in and Almaty also. There is Kazakh National University named after Satpayo, or Kazakh National University named after Al-Farabi. And they have a lot from Kasandu and Kasgu. So it's a bit complicated. Emran, I'm happy to help. Any questions, please comment in any of the videos. I read all comments. I'm not being polite when I say I read all comments. I just get maybe 5 comments in a week. So I usually respond to all those comments and give a response. Because now it's very easy for people to come to Kazakhstan. 7-8 years ago when I came to Kazakhstan, there was no information about Kazakhstan in English. There was no videos, no reviews about life in Kazakhstan. It was very difficult to get visa. There was no free visa-free arrival. But now it's very easy. The main idea for me to make this channel was to share my experience living in Kazakhstan, so that it's easy for people to find information. It's easy for people to come to Kazakhstan easily. And now it's very easy to get visa. There are a lot of developed countries that can come to Kazakhstan without, visa on arrival. There are a lot of reviews. The Air Astana company, the largest airline company in Kazakhstan, what they did was, I think they promoted Kazakhstan by inviting a lot of bloggers and vloggers to Kazakhstan. I'm not sure if the travel was paid or the flight tickets were free. So a lot of vloggers came to Kazakhstan last year, visited many interesting cities. They shared these videos, and now Kazakhstan is like very popular. So you can find a lot of information now. So main idea of this channel is for me just to share my life, difficulties, and positive and negative living in Kazakhstan so that when people search for some information, it can be helpful. It's been almost 30 minutes. Professors, okay, professors teach in English. Usually they are good in English. They have passed IELTS. They primarily depend on English for foreign department. Yeah, that's very good. It's very interesting, very good news to hear. But what I heard from different students are when they come to medical university in Kazakhstan, the first year it's going to be in English, and then when the years go on, when you go to very advanced topics, there are no teachers that can teach those subjects in English. Almaty, Astana, those cities are fine because most of the people understands English. Far away from main capitals of Kazakhstan. Capitals, I mean like old capital Almaty, new capital Astana. It's difficult to find teachers, Russian or Kazakh teachers who can speak fluent English, teaching very specific topics. Hi, Aida. Aida, there's no. Can you advise? Is it easier to find a job for a Westerner after having a permanent residency? Because your thoughts on. Hi, Aida. This is a very interesting question. So most foreigners, when they come to Kazakhstan, they have a special status which give them more salary than local. There are a lot of scandals about this. Most foreign teachers have a little bit higher salary than local teachers, but those teachers, even if they get married, they don't change to permanent residence for a few reasons. First is when you change to permanent residence, the international teacher can get only local salary. It's gonna be like 200,000 or 300,000 chinge. 300,000 is a lot. Let's say the average salary of Kazakhstan is 100,000 chinge. So if your husband is highly qualified or have some specialty in any job, he's gonna get only 200, 250,000 chinge based on local salary. You don't get that special status because even if the companies want to pay extra for foreigners, it's illegal. You cannot, being a permanent resident, it's gonna be a scandal in the company. It's gonna be a problem for the company legally. So they can't pay extra because you're a foreigner. And second is people who are working in Kazakhstan, they pay 9 to 10% tax. So when they change to permanent residentship, they have to pay this extra pension, social security, tax, all those things. It comes to up to 20 percentage. So being a permanent resident, your salary goes down, you pay tax 20%. These are the things foreigners keep in mind. The positive thing is you can find any job. You can quit one job, go to another job, don't care about the visa, don't care about the stress. Second positive is that person can take credit, you can take loans, uh, you can buy a car, buy a house, you'll get pension. I have not seen any foreigners who get pension. I have not seen any foreigners who lived here more than 65 years of age. So some foreigners, what I have seen is some of my ex-colleagues, they lived in Kazakhstan for very long. Even after they get married, they don't take the permanent residentship. But once they want to settle in life, don't want to work anymore, they change to permanent residence. So, Ida, you're welcome. This is my recommendation. It's again a family priority. Permanent residence is good, positive and negative for foreigners. Okay, let's see how many we have. Two people watching this live. I think it's been almost 30 minutes now. I think it's if you don't have any questions, I will end the live stream. Happy New Year to everyone who came to this live stream. Hopefully, I answered your questions with my knowledge living in Kazakhstan. If you have any questions, please comment. If you have any friends who are planning to come to Kazakhstan or want to see more about Kazakhstan, you can share my channel to them. Thank you very much and goodbye. Have an amazing year.